in my life, this is my time. Step up, rise up, fight first, bring it on.
Forgive me. This is the next episode of Remus Talks, and I've been enjoying such a relaxing evening with none other than Moonlight Sonata, one of the greatest pieces ever made by such a wonderful composer. But today, I'm going to talk about a figure that I don't think a lot of people truly either remember, care for, or understand. And I believe I've gained insight to him somewhat. His name, of course, is Archangel Callum Marson. Now, what can I tell you about him? I believe the first time I met him was at Apocalypse, where he was put into a grudge match with the former Intercontinental Champion, Luke Tyler. At the end of the match, after he was soundly beaten, I distinctly remember him and Luke Tyler reforming the Trailblazers, I believe. And if I remember correctly, they were once tag team champions within SWF. I also believe that he was also the Cruiserweight champion at one point. Don't worry, I'm looking after that belt. It's in much safer hands here. And for someone who has held a few titles, he doesn't get a lot of recognition compared to his partner in crime. Then, the next time I saw him was at Redemption. And what happened at Redemption? Forgive me, it was not Apocalypse where I last saw him. Forgive me, it was Battle Scars. I make mistakes, but I picked up on this one. But yes, at Redemption, he was put into a match with Crisis. And I must say, it was really bad showing from you. One spear, and you were taken out. That either suggests to me that, one, you were weakened before the match, or two, you didn't care much for the match. You'd much rather be in the ring with someone more interesting. Or three, you are really that weak. Now, having said that, your former Cruiserweight runs and your tag team run should not suggest that. It should suggest that you are stronger than that. But who am I to know, right? Now, you lost it in humiliating fashion. 10 seconds. 10 seconds and a single spear. I would call it impressive if it was impressive. But let's be fair, we both know it's not. And we both know you can do far better than that. So what was wrong with you on the day? Were you unmotivated? Was your mind set somewhere else? Or did you just not care for the UK champion? Because I can totally understand. If I'm facing someone that I'm not too interested in, I definitely would not lose it in 10 seconds, but I'm not sure if I'd even put in the effort for it. Now, as you'll have noticed, Archangel, I've put your name down on the Cruiserweight tournament. I think you'll appreciate that, seeing as I knew about your former Cruiserweight run within SWF, so I thought it only reasonable that a former Cruiserweight should be given a chance to... What am I saying? I'm not giving you a chance to reclaim the belt, I'm just giving you a chance to at least win the tournament. Winning against me is a completely different matter. Though I must say, compared to a lot of people in SWF, you are someone that I have some higher regard for. In my brief but insightful conversations I've had with you, I figured you're a man of few words. You'd much rather be in the ring and prove things mano a mano. You'd much rather go in and prove just how strong you are. And for someone like me, oh, I can appreciate that. Very much so. And I appreciate anybody else who's like that as well, but there's very few people like that in SWF now. Yes, they're all about the fake demon gimmicks and trying to look like a hero and trying to be an outlaw and a rebel. Unlike me, who's actually very successful at it. Oh, and then you have your cosplayers. People who stick their noses in other people's businesses when they shouldn't. Yes. But you stand out in your own way, more so than your tag team partner. Because you don't hide behind anything. You are you. You don't try and present yourself as something you aren't. You present yourself as something that you know you are, and that you know everyone else knows you are, which is more important. Because it's all well and good knowing what you are, but what do the audience see of you? And if you can get them to see you on the same page as what you see yourself, you've done yourself a great service, I must say. It's a very successful thing to do. Do I think you could do better in SWF, though? Absolutely. Do I think that there are certain elements holding you down? Holding you back? Quite possibly. Although who am I to put questions into people's heads? I'd say the person holding you back the most is Luke Tyler. Now I'd say this is a similar case to Crisis and Crimson, but there is difference in that you are actually skilled compared to Crisis. You know what you're good at. You have displayed excellent skill before. But I feel that Luke Tyler is holding you back. He doesn't want you to go too far away from him. He doesn't want you to succeed as much as he does. If what you want to call his career successful. You know full well that if you decided to break away from the Trailblazers and go out on your own and put your full dedication into it, you could become something greater. But I think two reasons. The first one being Luke Tyler, and the second one being a lack of self-motivation, which I have noticed in you, are the two reasons holding you back. You can easily get rid of one, cutting off your ties with Luke Tyler. The other one is not so easy. It requires a lot of self-dedication. It requires a lot of discipline. It requires a lot of, motivation, determination, perseverance. All things that I truly embody. Why do you think I've been so successful? Multiple reasons, and I won't lie, breaking people's legs and attacking people out of the blue does definitely help. But small baby steps, Archangel. That's all you need to take. You don't have to do anything that I do. Yes, I'm so successful, but it takes someone who's exceptionally skilled at planning and organising to be able to do what I do. And, well, you just got to take it one step at a time, like a newborn. And that's what you are right now. In a way. You have re-debuted onto the SWF roster. You've only had a few matches. You could easily change yourself, turn yourself around, become something greater. Fall into the ashes and rise up out of it like a phoenix. Become something greater than you were before. But, of course, that entirely relies on you putting in the effort. If you don't, you'll grow older. You'll decay. And at the end of it all, you will not have accomplished anything. All because you couldn't recognize what was holding you back. But that's just my opinion, right? Not like anybody else is thinking it. Not like Luke Tyler knows you could be more successful without him. Do you really need the tag team titles again? Great if you can hold on to them. But there are so many titles out there. The Cruiserweight, the Sheffield, the Intercontinental, the United Kingdom, the World Heavyweight. Although if you go after that, you'll have to go up against me. So many titles, and all it requires is one person to achieve victory for it. That's something for you to think about. Because being in a tag team has its benefits, but striking out on your own? You could do far greater with one belt than you could with two, shared by someone else. Your call, though, Archangel. Do you want to stay in Luke Tyler's shadow? Or do you want to create your own tower and call it your own? That will be all today. I'm feeling relaxed with the sonata in the background. So please do leave a like, share and subscribe. And don't forget to click up here so you can vote on which wrestler I am to talk about next. Strange times, but we all have to rely on what calms us the most. Well, the second best thing that would calm me is hurting more people in SWF. Don't forget, I still have those 10 that I need to choose from, and I have chosen my targets already. Though you won't know who they are for a very long time. Oh, and don't forget to click the bell icon so you can stay updated with all future videos. This has been Remus Talks, and I'll see you all in the next episode.